Hello. So it's been habitation check time, and I'll be completely transparent and honest. I had my camper van done religiously every year up until about 2021, and for various reasons, COVID, work related, and we also had some family problems. My dad was ill. The camper van or motorhome kind of took a bit of a back step, really. It wasn't really on our list of priorities, so it hasn't been done for a few years. Anybody that's been watching, which probably isn't many, we'll see we've got an Elddis Encore 255, and if you go on any forum you'll see that Elddis is notorious for damp issues. This is a 2015-2016 model, the solid construction, which apparently means that it's bonded together rather than screwed, and they're notorious for suffering with damp in the bottom corners underneath the, I shall show you now, in the bottom corners down there. To try and get a diagram, but the way that it's designed underneath is there's just a piece of aluminium extrusion and then timber frame. It's like got a timber outer frame that's built in. So consequently water throws itself up from the wheel, it gets in between the aluminium, gets into the wood obviously absorbs it like a sponge, expands, pushes the aluminium part, makes it worse. So this one is suffering from it, I knew that. So subconsciously I probably did put in the motorhome in for its habitation check, concerned at what I was going to find. But it's got to the stage now where I just thought, sod it, chuck it in there, see what happens, and we'll deal with it. It's not, at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, of all the problems that, you know, that life chucks at you, it's an inconvenience. It's not a huge problem, and it's something that can be dealt with, you know, at a cost. So anyway, mine's just blathering on. Mine's been in for its hab check. I used a company called TCM Caravans between Bishop Auckland and Spennymoor. They're based at Westerton in Industrial Estate, if anybody knows it, if anybody lives in the northeast. Seemed great guys, got me in quickly. Can't complain really. Nice modern building, nice modern workshop, gated access, which I liked. I left my camper van there overnight last night. Didn't have any issues. Wasn't concerned about it. The cost of the habitation check was £160, and I'm not going to portray to be an expert because I'm not, but I can quickly run you through. So they do they check the underbody, electrical system, gas system, fire safety, ventilation, bodywork and the water system. They then make a list of any observations. Luckily in my case the camper has come back completely clear, no issues at all. Everything's good and healthy. The only thing that they have found is there are some damp readings which, in all honesty, are much better than I was expecting, so I'm actually quite happy with what they've discovered. So on the offside at the bottom, the worst one was 54%, 43, 45, 18, and there's a little bit at the back under the bed. Now, this is, we went up to Scotland last week. We posted a couple of short videos. We never really did a full video on it. Posted a few shorts from Ullapool. It was really wet. We had a really, really, really wet, cold week in Scotland, and the rain was torrential, and the underbody did get soaked. A couple of years ago, I did Lanagard this motorhome. I had it up on a ramp. We fully serviced it. We did the brakes. And I Lanagarded everything, so I did do a little bit of prevention, so I'm not too unhappy with that. I was fully expecting it because I can see underneath myself. So that leaves me, well, what am I going to do? Well, TCM are going to send me a price. I haven't actually got that as yet, so TCM are going to send me a price over. I can update if I get any interest in this video at all and anybody wants to know, I will update with the price. The other thing is I'm going to get underneath, have a look myself. I'm going to try and get a heater in here, dry it out a little bit, and then just do something underneath just to seal it. There's a good Elddis group on Facebook. There's been some good solutions there, various different solutions that we can do, from basically painting it to using like a roof sealer or a roof sealer paint. If I do get underneath and do that, I'll try and video it underneath if anybody's interested. But yeah, so if you've got an Elddis, and it is a massive thing that people make a big fuss about on forums and things like that. And you know, it can be a problem, but it's not a massive issue. It can be sorted. It's just a matter of cutting it out, putting some new board in. You know, through the trade that I'm in, I do speak to people that do this for a living. I have been into motorhome places and worked in them, and I have spoken to the technicians that do this sort of work, and it isn't really, in the grand scheme of things, a massive job. It's an inconvenience. It doesn't really worry me massively. It's something we can deal with, but overall I'm very happy with what mine's come back with. As an isolated bit there and at the front, and a little bit at the back, so I'm not too worried about it. Everything else is absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm happy. I could recommend TCM if you need anything. If you're in the northeast of England, give those guys a call. That was fine. It was 160 quid. I think I've already mentioned that. And yeah, those there. There. That's it. There you go. Just a little waffly video about habitation checks. Don't be scared of them. Just see what they come back with, and then you know where you are. And I feel a bit of relief now because I have put it off for a while, and I feel a bit of relief that I know exactly where I stand. I can now formulate a plan moving forward, and we can hopefully keep this lovely camper motorhome. I know people are going to get annoyed when we calling it a camper. I know I call it a camper, but it's a motorhome camper, whatever. Just keep this thing going on. Yeah, I haven't got Lisa and Freya with me today, so we've got the lift up seats in the back here, so that's where Freya goes, and that comes down and turns into a sofa. Then we have all this storage space. We did have another seat in there which we've removed. Got a little kitchen area here, which is great. Nice prep area. You got your cover on there. Obviously your habitation door. We've got a full size fridge, with this being the Encore, so we have a full size fridge, freezer, and bed there, which lifts up. There's loads of storage under the bed. I don't know if I can get under there, but yeah, sorry, it's a really last minute unplanned video this. So yeah, so we've got Aldi heating, which is nice as well. So we've got the radiators. We've got a full wet heating system in here, which I have just fired up, which is now nice and warm. Yeah, we've got a 4-ring burner, 3 with gas, 1 with electric. Got a cupboard here. There's your wet for your Aldi heating, your fluid level. Nice storage space in there, and then your bathroom, which is here. So I've got the engine running, so I can't turn the hub on, but yeah, obviously your toilet, shower unit. So this was the best camper I could get for the 3.5 ton limit on my license. I bought it in 2019, and amazingly it's still worth about what I paid for it. So we got a cracking deal on it. I bought it privately as well, so I did all the things that you shouldn't do. We were in the process of buying one from a dealer, but this one actually popped up on eBay, and it had been owned from new by a couple, and I made them a very cheeky offer, and they ummed and ahed for a few days, and they said come and get it, so I went and got it. So best thing I've ever bought. Run my own business since 2002, very stressful, so whenever I can get away in this thing, I absolutely cherish every second and every minute of it, because it is just absolutely blissful. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to my waffles and shining. I'm going to head home, get this back on the drive and go back to work. So all the best everybody, have a good weekend. Thank you.